Hey, you. You look like a bright young gamer. Do you know your Sega history?
No.
I thought you were gonna say that. Well, do you want to learn?
Yeah.
I bet you do. So join me, Sega Slayer 64 or Professor Sega Slayer 64, cause it's time to learn your Sega history. Hey Slayers, I'm the world's cool. Well, no, hold on. Let me restart that. Hey Slayers, I'm your professor, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to your Sega history. It's back, man. It's back. I can't believe Sega history is back. It should have been back earlier. In fact, it should have been back Friday. It is not Friday. It is definitely between Monday and Wednesday. I don't know when this is going up. Best guess is Wednesday, but it is definitely between Monday and Wednesday, because at the time I'm recording this, it's Sunday, and I'm halfway done, but I'm not halfway done. So this is the beginning part of the video right here that you're obviously seeing. And I want to explain a few things really quick. So first off, if you don't know the reason I'm not here, this video didn't come out on Friday, please go back and watch the last video I made, which is Sega Slayer Complains PCs. And that came out today, which for me is Sunday, but for you guys, it's, I don't know what day it is for you. It's either Wednesday or Monday. Like I said, don't know when this is going up. Probably, my best guess, like I said, is Wednesday, but I'm not sure. And I plan to stream on Friday. If this is going up Wednesday, I plan to stream on Friday. If this is going up Monday, I plan to stream on Wednesday. That's the plan. I don't know if it's gonna go through, but anyway, no. So let me explain a few things. Sega history. I explained this now. I had to first record this. You know I would have already recorded this, but it got screwed up because of my whole headset thing, and I explained it back in the last video, and this isn't the video for that, but I'm going to explain to you how Sega history is going to work this year in this season. Okay, so with season 2, Sega history is on a whole new track now, and it has a whole new style. So from this season on, how it's going to work is there's going to be a certain amount of episodes, a predetermined amount of episodes each summer. So this summer, or this season, which is season 2, there's going to be 5 episodes. 2 in July, 2 in August, and 1 in September. Now there was supposed to be, I screwed my schedule up a little bit, but I'm going to try and fix it up by the end. So there's going to be 1 at the end of the month, but this was supposed to come out Friday, which I really wanted it to go on track. But as with everything else involving Sega Slayer 64 on YouTube, you know, my channel, as with everything else, nothing ever goes to plan, and I had a bunch of problems, so I'm obviously off schedule, like always. But then again, when am I ever on schedule? Let's be honest here. We agreed on 3 videos a week in a stream. You tell me, when did that happen? What, maybe the first week ever? So that hasn't happened. And also, I'm borrowing, if you notice something weird about the audio, I am using my old mic, or the one I had gave to Martian, so this would be his current mic, but this was my old mic, and before I got my new one, as you know, again, go back and watch the PC complaints video. You'll find out why my new mic that I usually use isn't working. So yeah, we're using this mic. Now, 5 episodes this season, and from here on out, they're all going to be games. Now, second off, yeah, no more consoles, because there's no more consoles to cover, unless, you know, I might do some like the Sega Genesis Mini and things like that in the future, but not, as for now, I have no plans to do such. So now Sega history is going to be off different novelties and games and amusement parks and things like that. But first off, let's talk about one more thing, the new format of Sega history. So from now on, Sega history is going to be designed in 2 ways, right? For games, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a voiceover part right here. So I'm actually using the standard Windows voice recorder because I want to see how this works. And I'm just going to pair this up with some normal Sonic 1 gameplay on actual Sega Genesis, not on GBA, of course. But I'm just going to pair it up with some gameplay so you can watch that in the background. It might be a loop, but this is actually being recorded separately from the gameplay itself. I'm going to record the gameplay after because, see, the thing is, gameplay right here doesn't require me to use audio. And the second half of this video is going to be a genuine review of the game. So we're going to be trying the game in question, talking about it. We're going to do this for some games, maybe not all games, but some of them. And products I don't have, if I have a product that I'm talking about in a video, I'll clearly, show it off in the review. But if I don't, I just don't. And, we're not going to do it that way. But that being said, let's get right in. Sonic Genesis. Today we're going to be talking about, and if you want to know why I chose Sonic Genesis or Sonic GBA, yeah, I'm going to refer to this game, right? From here on out, it's called Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, but it's on the Game Boy Advance, but that's a little bit confusing, so I'm going to refer to this as Sonic GBA, but you know what I'm talking about. The reason I chose this is I didn't want to choose a conventional Sonic game, and I knew I wanted the Sonic game to be the very first episode of Season 2, because if you don't know, this is July, and Sonic's 30th anniversary is almost here. If it hasn't already passed, I can't remember. His 30th anniversary, this is his year. This is his 30th year, 30 years of Sonic. So I decided to choose a game that not too many people do know the history of. I know this game is very popular to hate on, but a lot of people haven't tried it really, or don't really know about it as much as, because sure, this game is pretty popular and everyone knows it's trash, but it gets overshadowed by the game that released on the exact same day as it, Sonic 06. So they were both for Sonic's 15th anniversary, but Sonic 06 tends to overshadow this a little bit more. But like I said, this is known, but I don't think this is too widely known, so I wanted to choose this, and I didn't want to do a good game because they've been covered to death. I wanted to do a game that, and we will look at some more Sonic titles in the future, but I had to choose this so bad. I really wanted to do this as for fun. But anyway, we're gonna get right in, okay? And I'm also going to let you know I am reading from Crappy Games Wiki. That's where I'm going to be reading this from. And I'm going to be adding as with last year, I'm going to be reading off the wiki, but I'm also going to be adding in my own thoughts and opinions as we go along. And I'm also going to give you a genuine, just opinion-based thoughts of the game during the end of this first part of the video. And the second half of the video, like I said, will be a review of the game itself. It will be a review of the game itself, so we're going to be doing that in this video too. Of course, I'm going to have to record that separate, but I've been talking for 6 minutes and Sega history needs to be taught. Also, I hope you like the little intro I probably made at the beginning of this, because I really wanted to make something cool for this alone, and I don't know if I did make it, but I hope I did. But that being said, let's get right into this. So, Sonic Genesis, or Sonic GBA, was released in November 14th, 2006, okay? It was developed by Sonic Team, it was published by Sega, and the previous game before this was Shadow the Hedgehog. The game that came out the same day was Sonic 06, and the next game was actually Sonic Rush. So let's get right into this. Sonic the Hedgehog GBA is a port of the original Sonic the Hedgehog game to the Game Boy Advance to commemorate the 15th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, along with Sonic 06, both which were released on the same day. So yeah, keep that in mind. Both of these games were released on the same day. Like Sonic 06, this game was rushed. This time it took only 1 month for them to make this port. This caused most, if not all, of the issues below. The game was ported using the engine which was also used for Sonic Advance games, an engine that wasn't meant to run Sega Sonic Genesis, rather than just using the game's original source code, which would have been much closer to the original if it was ported properly. Yes, that's one of the main problems with this game. So instead of just outright porting the source code from Sonic 1 to Sonic GBA or to the Game Boy Advance, Sonic Team decided, let's be lazy and let's rush and let's just use the Sonic Advance engine, which was an engine not designed for these games and does not work well with Sonic 1 because it was never designed to even run classic Sonic games, but they decided to do it, and we all know the final result. And also, hold on, let's keep this in mind. I want to let you know, I do understand that this and Sonic 06 was being developed at the exact same time because they released on the exact same day, and I do understand that Sonic Team was under pressure. But you also have to understand that this is a port of Sonic 1 to the Game Boy Advance. On paper, a more powerful system, but we'll get into that later on. Okay, number 3, poor frame rates and considerable lag, which created a sense of inconsistent speed, which is surprising as the Game Boy Advance is more powerful than the Sega Genesis. Yeah, let's get into that right there. They say the GBA is more powerful than the Sega Genesis, and that is true, and it's also not true, okay? On paper, yes. The GBA is more powerful than the Sega Genesis. On paper, the GBA is more powerful than the Super Nintendo. After all, the GBA is a 32-bit machine. But in practice, not so much. I mean, some Game Boy, yes, the Game Boy Advance was capable of 3D, but so was the Genesis and Super Nintendo. We've seen the great ports of Wolfenstein 3D to the Genesis, Duke Nukem 3D on the Genesis, and a bunch more. So the Genesis was capable of pretty advanced 3D, to be honest with you. Have you ever seen Toy Story? There's full 3D polygon games on the Genesis alone, right? So we know that. So yes, on paper the GBA is more powerful, but in practice I'd still say the Genesis would win the battle. Just if I'm being honest with you, like if we're just talking about as far as games go, I think the Genesis, like I said, in practice would be more powerful than the GBA. Somebody's gonna feel free to prove me wrong, but hey, that's just my personal opinion. Also, this game introduced the save system. The save system does not save scores or the Chaos Emeralds, unlike the later Xbox 360 port. Another thing we'll get into later, okay? A pointless level select screen, since you can only get the good ending by playing from the beginning, as you need all 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. Not to mention, in the good ending, the Chaos Emeralds do absolutely nothing. Now, hold on. Take that away from the game real quick, because in the original Sonic 1 on Sega Genesis, the Chaos Emeralds still do absolutely nothing. You just get a good ending. There's no point in it. So, I mean, I do understand. I think I do understand what they're talking about here, and we'll get into that again later on. But as for now, in the original, the Chaos Emeralds did absolutely nothing, so there was no obligation for them to make them do anything. Poorly remixed music from the original game. Starlight Zone's music track is decent, but the rest of the music tracks sound like bad MIDI music with the wrong instruments playing, and the instruments that are playing are muffled. Downgraded sound effects, obviously since it is on the Game Boy Advance, which didn't have the same sound hardware as the Sega Genesis, the sound effects sounding slightly different can be excused. What can't be excused is the fact that lots of the sound effects are clones of other existing sound effects when the original game had a different sound effect. Also, the sound that occurs when Sonic inhales an air bubble is incredibly cartoonish. We're going to hear that. We're going to get to that later on. The game is known for numerous bugs and glitches that can make the game virtually unplayable or even crash. For example, Sonic can fall through the walls of the special stage, causing him to activate a goal block which kicks you out of the stage without you being able to collect the Chaos Emerald in the stage, or fall out of the entire stage and continuously fall until the game crashes and starts making a horrid noise as if you rejected the cartridge. Another glitch causes Sonic to be crushed to death when he is merely touching the corners of 2 separate platforms, and also the Marble Zone glitch where the graphics are glitched, no floor, and Sonic can glitch out. First off, Marble Zone! Yeah, that joke... Is that joke old, man? I don't know. I kind of created my own little meme within my community of the fact that I hate Marble Zone. I really do despise Marble Zone, but not as much as just about as much as I made it out to be, just not that intensely. Like, I don't... Okay, so, like, I do this thing every time I say Marble Zone, where I, like, shake my fist, but you can't see it because you can't see me, so when I do it, it's kind of pointless because you can't see it. You see what I'm saying? So, it's kind of funny, but I do that anyway. Glitchy physics that can hardly match the first Sonic the Hedgehog game despite being a port of the original game on the Sega Genesis. Downward slopes don't actually speed Sonic up when he runs down, and rounded edges somehow slow him down when he goes along them. All of the boss fights, including the Starlight Zone one, can be easily beaten by bouncing on them due to aforementioned physics. Yeah, so one of the bad thing about this game is the bosses... All of their cool gimmicks and designs and things that made them cool in the first place gone. You don't need them anymore. Starlight's boss, you don't have to hop on the little platforms to shoot the spike up to him, or the seesaws. There we go. You don't have to hop on the seesaws to make the spike hit him. You can literally just jump up and you'll always hit him because of the game. It's that bad. Same thing for Spring Yard, same thing for Marbles, same thing for Green Hill, same thing for Scrap Ring. It's all a bunch of crap, and it's very bad. Sonic does not drag his feet on the ground to slow down when you stop holding the directional buttons, thus making him continue to moving for tenths of seconds when the original game he would have stopped in less than a second. Yes. Now we're going to get into something that I feel, now this argument right here, right, this is something that I can attest to, because going back to classic Sonic games on Game Gear and Master System, going back to those games, I always say that I prefer the Master System port of a game rather than the Game Gear, and this goes for Sonic Chaos, Sonic 1 on Master System and Game Gear, and a bunch of other games that came out for both platforms, because the Game Gear handheld consoles always screen crunch games, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible. And this game is no different. Horrible screen crunch, which comes to a horrendous conclusion at the end of Act 3 of Labyrinth Zone. In this part of the zone, you're required to go up to catch Dr. Robotnik and stay above the water. The screen crunch prevents you from seeing objects above you before you can react and avoid the object, causing cheap instances of losing rings and cheap deaths unless you can memorize the placement of the traps. The seesaw in Starlight Zone is broken to the point that it rarely brings you to the correct height to reach the next platform. You could spend over 5 minutes just trying to get past this part. The electric damaging poles in Scrap Ring Zone do not work at all. Okay, so you want to know something that makes this worse? This is actually funny. This is actually extremely funny. So, a lot of you guys don't know this, but fun fact, okay? Okay, fun fact. Now, I want you to keep in mind, this game came out the same day Sonic 06 did, okay? And when this game came out, it was obviously terrible. It was garbage, okay? It was painful. And this was on the GBA, right? But not 2 days later. And keep in mind, this was full price. You would have paid $30 for this back in the day, okay? $30. Now, if you're combining that, right? I did the math last time I recorded this. So, if you brought Sonic 06 in this, you're spending a total of $90, right? Now, $90 in 2006, with inflation cost, okay, if we're factoring in inflation, $90 in 2006 is $120 today. Keep that in mind. Well, $120.18 is how much you would be spending back then, right? For two extremely trash games, okay? 2 extremely trash games. You're spending $90 in 2006, which is the equivalent to $120.18 today. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a lot of money to spend on 2 garbage games, right? So keep in mind, you just brought this. Now, you have no more money left, right? You have no more money left. But 2 days after the port's release, the Sega Genesis Collection was released for the PSP with a decent version of Sonic 1, which made this port pointless. I just want you to take a listen to that again. Not a week, not a month, not a year, not even an hour. No, well, that would be even worse. But no, 2 days. 2 days after this game came out, Sonic, the Ultimate Sega Genesis Collection was released for PSP, and since it was released for PSP, I'm gonna also guess it released for a bunch of other consoles as well, because I know it's on Wii, 360, and PS3. But 2 days. Now keep in mind, that collection, right, which probably would have been 30 as well on the PSP, might even have been probably might have even been 60, I don't know. But that collection had not just Sonic 1, but Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Soma Outrun, a bunch of other stuff in the collection that made the collection worth whatever it cost. And I played that port on my PS Vita, and it is extremely good. I keep it loaded up at all times. I've had the original Xbox 360 copy of the game. I think I've owned the PS3 copy. I also think I've owned a Wii copy, but I'm not sure. I don't know, I think the Wii copies are very rare, if there are any Wii copies. I remember there being a Wii copy, but I'm not sure. I might be completely wrong. But keep in mind, 2 days later, the Ultimate Sega Genesis Collection came out for Sony's portable PSP. where you got completely awesome ports of Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles, and a bunch of other Genesis games for the same price as this, probably. And you just get one crappy port of Sonic 1 2 days after. Just imagine that. Just think about how frustrated and upset I would have been personally at the time. Now, some of you might say, well, Sega Slayer, what if you didn't have a PSP? Well, if you didn't have a PSP, still, why would you buy this? Okay? Why would you buy this? And originally I had thought the Ultimate Sonic Collection on DS had came out at this point. No, I was wrong about that. It didn't come out until 2010 actually, so that was a long time off, but still. Even at that time, there were better ways to play Sonic 1. Okay? There were better ways. Go get yourself a Sega Nomad. They probably weren't that expensive in 2006. But that just goes to show you, like, Sega really they dropped the ball on this. 2 days? Why not just release it the exact same day? Like, what was it going to hurt you to release it the exact same day as everything else? It was just pointless and stupid what Sega did. So yes, 2 days after the Ultimate Sega Genesis Collection came out for the PSP. Like, that's just so sad, and I would have been so upset, you know what I'm saying? And just the fact that they had the audacity to release it 2 days later. I think if Sega was going to release it, they either should have waited a month to release it, or they should have released it the exact same day as the GBA game. That's just kind of sad again. But continuing on, the Spin Dash feature was already added to Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Jam compilation of games, and this was the only features added for the anniversary mode. Yes, let's talk about this real quick, because right after that we got something else to talk about. So, not only does the Sonic GBA port of Sonic 1 feature not only does it feature an original mode with everything normal, it also features an anniversary mode. But in this anniversary mode, right, you want to know what you get? You want to know what you get in this anniversary mode? In this anniversary mode, you get the Spin Dash in Sonic 1. No, I'm being quiet on purpose. Let that sink in. You get the Spin Dash in Sonic 1. That is all you get. You get nothing more. Nothing. And you think, and let me explain to you something, right? I don't know about you, but do you think it would have been that hard to at least throw Super Sonic in there? Like, you get nothing but the Spin Dash. And that's not a joke. You don't get any special art. You don't get anything. You just get the Spin Dash. $30. $30. And you just get the Spin Dash. I really cannot put my finger on it why Sega thinks sometimes they do things and they just think it's great. It's $30. Now keep in mind, Sonic Jam was the first ever Sonic collection to add the Spin Dash to Sonic 1, because no other collections did it. And there's a Sonic collection on the Genesis that's just a ROM hack of the Sega 6-pack, but it was only released in Europe, and it's just a collection of Sonic 1, and I'm gonna look at that one day. But that came out on the Genesis. That didn't add the Spin Dash, but Sonic Jam did. Now, just keep that in mind again. Sonic Jam, which was released in 1997, right, at the Spin Dash, and a game in 2006 for the GBA, couldn't do it. Just added the Spin Dash. And the worst part is, kind of like with the Game Gear games, of the classic Game Gear Sonic games, like Sonic 2 and stuff, it's not even worth it to use the Spin Dash because you can't really see where you're going. Sonic kind of outruns the screen. Also, another problem, right, that this game suffers from is awful sound looping. Once the song is finished, there's just a few seconds of silence, and then guess what? The song loops. We do have a couple redeeming qualities, okay? The redeeming qualities. Now, also, I want you to know, right? You can't see me, but I am doing air quotes, okay? Because these are quote-unquote redeeming qualities, but I don't really see these as redeeming qualities, and we only have 3. You want to know? Redeeming quality number 1. The game's graphics are almost exactly the same as the Genesis original. Is that a redeeming quality to you? Is that a no? I can't hear you, but I'm assuming you're shaking your head no, because guess what? It's a port. It's supposed to be a port of the original game. Of course the graphics are supposed to be the same. Heck, if you want to be honest, they should be better, but hey, I'll shoot for the same, okay? unlike the number 2, redeeming quality number 2, unlike the original game, there is a save option that allows you to start only at the beginning of a zone rather than the game, unless you got a game over in the Green Hill zone. So even though they worded that a little bit weird, I'm gonna explain to you, okay? Sorry for the little cut in the audio there. I did not mean for that to happen. But as mentioned earlier, there is a save feature in the game, right? And with the save feature, the only thing that you get with this beautiful save feature of theirs is you get to save. So what they're essentially trying to say, because they worded it wrong, the game has a save feature, but the save feature only works like this. So when you start a new zone, instead of you starting at the with Sonic 1, if you restarted reset your Genesis or took out the cartridge to play another game, when you put the cartridge back in, there was no save feature, so you had to start the game over every time you wanted to play. Either that or just leave it on. Well, now there's a save feature in which instead of you restarting the whole game, you just start from the very beginning of a zone. So it doesn't really work well. Like you'll start from like let me explain to you like this. So let's say I made it all the way to Labyrinth Zone Act 2, right? And now I want to take the game out and go play Sonic Advance. Okay, so I'll take the game out, go play Sonic Advance for an hour or two, and then come back and put Sonic Genesis back in, and I want to continue where I left off. Okay, what's gonna happen is the game saves so that now when I start the game, I'll have to start back at Labyrinth Zone Act 1 instead of starting back at Green Hill Zone, which is good. I am happy Sega did that. That is a good idea, but again, it's made pointless by the fact that it does not save Chaos Emeralds. So if you make it to Labyrinth Zone Act 2, and let's just say you have 5 Chaos Emeralds, right? No, 4. Let's say you have 4 Chaos Emeralds. Those Chaos Emeralds are gone. They're all gone. You have to collect them again. And that's going to be pretty hard. I mean, it's still probably doable from Labyrinth Zone. Hold on, let's see. Because you get... We're just going to assume, because you're starting at Labyrinth Zone Act 1. So we're going to assume you get 50 rings every level and make it to the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it's possible. It's possible to do it between Labyrinth Zone and Starlight Zone. But let's be honest here. Are you actually going to be able to do it? Probably not. So, and also you lose your score, which is also not really a big deal, but hey. And the last redeeming quality is that the concept is cool, but was executed poorly. Is that a redeeming quality? Not to me, but hey, to each their own. Now, we're going to talk about the reception of the game, okay? Sonic Genesis was poorly received by many with a Metacritic score of 33 out of 100. The chief complaints concerning its poor conversion to the Game Boy Advance, resulting in a slow frame rate, remixed chunky music, and poor preservation of the original gameplay. While it does have some improvements in comparison to the original, such as a save system and being able to use the spin dash, the Game Boy Advance port is still considered one of the worst Sonic games next to the Game.com version of Sonic Jam, Sonic 06, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, and Shadow the Hedgehog. Those are some of the worst Sonic games, although I contest a couple of these. Well, first off, I am going to do a review one day of the Game.com version of Sonic Jam, or Game.com, whatever you want to call it. That version is very weird, and I have never played it myself, and I want to play it. I've seen it on YouTube, but I haven't seen that much on it. Sonic 06, yes, that is a terrible game, but I'd argue Sonic 06 is so bad it's actually good, because the thing is, with Sonic 06, you play Sonic 06, right, and you have fun and you laugh playing Sonic 06 because it's just so cringy and funny. Sonic Boom is a bad game. It's a terrible game. But Sonic Boom is not a bad game because the gameplay sucks and things like that. It's a bad game just because it's a boring game. Like, oh my god, it is so boring. The gameplay is boring and slow, and for a Sonic game, it's not really a Sonic game, if you want to be honest. It's just very boring, very slow, and very not fun. Shadow the Hedgehog, yeah, that's pretty bad. Now here we get to a good part. Web reviewer Some Call Me Johnny considered this game as the worst port I've ever seen in my life. Now let's just go ahead and say this real quick. Obviously, some of you out there know Some Call Me Johnny is is my favorite YouTuber, right? Second off, you would know that episode, Some Call Me Johnny's episode on Sonic Genesis, is probably my favorite video of his of all time. No, I think it belongs to his original Big Rigs review, but that video right there is a close second and sometimes first. It is very good. So I recommend watching that video. Now, Simon Tomley, also known as Stealth, Tom Lee, also known as Stealth, the same person behind the Knuckles and Sonic 1 ROM hack, and founder of Headcanon, one of the co-developers of Sonic Mania, along with Christian Whitehead and Pagoda West Games, made a much superior proof-of-concept GBA port of the game, showing just how much Sega dropped the ball. And we will be looking at that in the review part of this video as well. But that is it for the history of Sonic 1 Genesis. So that half of the video is done. So there we go. That's the history of the game. Extremely cool, right, and weird, and just like, oh my god, extremely dumb. I don't understand for the life of me what Sega was thinking, what they were doing, or why they thought it was a good idea to do this in the first place, because it's just terrible, man. The port is just garbage. The save feature is cool, but useless in practice because you lose the chaos remotes. Let's see, the spin dash is cool. Sonic Jam did it years earlier, 1997, so nothing really new there. It was pretty common at that point. Let's see what else. The music is trash, the gameplay's trash, but I'll leave most of that for when we actually do the mini review in the rest of this video. And yeah, that's it for the history of Sonic Genesis GBA. That being said, I really hope you all enjoyed listening to the history of this game. And so for the second half of the video, which I'll probably record later because I'm done recording right now, I'm a bit tired. For the second half of it, and let me know so far if you like this beginning part, if the whole concept of mixing a review and Sega history together all in one is a good idea to you. If you think it's a good idea, let me know down in the comments below. But this video isn't over yet because the review is next. So when I actually record the review, you'll know what it's like then. But for now, thank you and for listening, and enjoy the rest of the video. Well. Hello there, welcome to the second half of this video. So yeah, let me explain a few things real quick, okay? So, the first half of this video, right, was recorded back on Sunday, okay? Now, at the time of this recording, so everything you just heard up to this point was recorded back on Sunday, right? It is now Tuesday. This video is scheduled to come out tomorrow. For me, it's Wednesday for you guys, but for me, it's Tuesday, and I also just realized this is open and should not be open. Give me a second. I'm not cutting this out the video anyway. By either way, I just had too much hard times making this video. So yeah, this video is coming out scheduled at the time I'm recording this, which as you can see down there is 7:53 p.m. This video is supposed to come out tomorrow, Wednesday, and I have to edit it all tonight and have it uploaded tonight, make the thumbnail tonight. So yeah, I'm having a peachy day. But no, this video right here, this part of the video that you're seeing right here, I actually tried to record this yesterday, which would have been Monday. So I could have edited yesterday and had this video already scheduled for Wednesday. But no, guess what? I find out the audio is messed up in yesterday's recording, so I have to re-record this again. This part of the video, the review part of the video. So it's not going to be as authentic or funny as yesterday's was because, yeah, the audio got screwed up. But yeah, I'm back, and and if I sound like I'm in a rush to do this, that's because I am. Like I said, I have to have this scheduled tomorrow, so which means I have to spend time editing this all tonight, quickly as possible, and get this up, get the whole video up tomorrow by 12 p.m. I was going to push it back to Thursday. I really was going to push this back to Thursday, but I'm going to be honest. I was going to push the whole Sega history back to Thursday, but I'm going to be honest with you, okay? If I push this back anymore, I will be severely off schedule for the rest of the summer, and I might have to cut one of the episodes. And I don't want that. There has to be 5 episodes this summer, not more, not less. So to try and still be on schedule, I have to do it this way. So if it sounds a little rushed, I do apologize. Next review part of Sega history, I guess you could say, won't be rushed, but this part is kind of going to be rushed because, like I said, if you guys want 5 episodes this summer, and if I want to have this out tomorrow, I have to start editing now. Okay, so the best bet I can hope for, it's already 8 o'clock, so the best bet I can hope for is I'm done recording by 9, done editing by 10, and I'll leave it on upload for the rest of the night. That's just the best I can hope for. But that being said, yeah, here we are, the review part. Me recording this review part for the second time now. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. So yeah, like I said, everything, all the other trouble I had with trying to make this Sega history episode, you can go back and see that in Sega Slayer Complains PCs kind of suck. That video, go back and watch that. It explains a lot more stuff than this one does. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, Sonic Genesis. You already heard everything I had to say about it during the actual Sega history part of the video. So let's get right in, okay? Now, fun fact, right? Now, last time, in the last video, I went and looked it up, and I read an article when I recorded this yesterday, but I actually got something wrong in the Sega history part real quick to let you know. What I got wrong was, I said the game retailed for $30. That is wrong. It actually retailed when it came out, brand new, for $19.95. That is so $20 essentially, rounding it off. That is still too much money for this game. I mean, that's too much money. I mean, you could argue it's a GBA game. That's pretty cheap, to be honest with you. But a GBA game in 2006, the DS was 2 years old by this point, going on 3. If it wasn't already 3, because this was November. Like, come on, dude. To get an extra copy for your region, going on, I've never read this. Warning, health and safety. This was both on GBA and DS. Warning, health and safety. Before playing, read the health and safety precautions booklet for important information about health and safety. Okay, whatever. There we go. Licensed by Nintendo. There we go. That Sega already sounds pretty washed out, by the way. So, yeah. That sound should speak for itself. Let's get right in. Now, Marble Zone is unlocked because, like I said, I tried to record this part of the video yesterday, but no dice. So, yeah. The first thing you should notice here is... Yup, the audio is complete garbage. Like, it's utter trash. It's annoying to listen to. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a remix or it's just the GBA sound capabilities, because personally I am mixed on GBA music. Sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't like it. It really just depends on what game it is. So certain games I do like GBA music and other games I don't. So, original mode. What is original mode? Well, original mode is exactly what original mode claims it is supposed to be. The original mode of Sonic 1. It's just normal mode. Except, it's extremely garbage. First off, besides the trash music, you're going to see here soon enough, right? You're going to see here soon enough. I want you to notice something. You notice it yet? Did you notice it right there? Did you notice it? There is intense slowdown continuously in this game. And don't think it's my emulator, because if you look up here, if you follow my mouse up here in the top corner right here, you'll notice that, hey, this game is running at a total of 60 frames for me perfectly. It does dip down to 59 every now and then, but that's normal. That's what a normal game would do. It's just 59.9. It's still, 60 frames, and that's on the pause. Even if I unpause it real quick, you can see we get a pretty stable 60 almost all the time. But yeah, so my emulator is running perfectly, and I think the original game only ran at 30 FPS anyway, but no, that's besides the point. The game is filled with intense slowdown, so much it gets actually annoying and can screw you over in places. Like, it's very bad. Like, just look. Here it gets kind of, look, do you see it? Do you see the slowdown? Look at this. Intense slowdown. Here we go. It's just so bad. Now I'm going to hop in the ring real quick. Also, listen to this. Yep, there you go. The sound is intensely botched. It's very bad sound. Also, there's the saving feature they were talking about earlier, in which it just say, even if it just saves the stage, so I can go back and do it whenever I want to. But guess what? It does not actually save the Chaos Emeralds like they said it doesn't. So yeah, don't even try to get the Chaos Emeralds in this game. First off, even if you're thinking in the anniversary mode, maybe they added Supersonic or something, so it might be worth it. No, they didn't. Supersonic is not in this game. They didn't give you any special enhancements like that. Yeah, it's just Sonic 1, that's all it is. And the Chaos Emeralds are not, they're extremely hard to collect in this game because first off, the screen is cropped, so you can barely see where you're going half the time, right? And we'll talk about that in the next act because it does become, no, in Act 3 of Green Hill because that's where it becomes its most prevalent. But yes, the screen is intensely cropped, and it's like you can get the first emerald, but anything past that, you're not really gonna be able to get. There's a ton of glitches here, and there's a pretty good one I want to showcase here soon enough. I want to get it to I want to trigger it in a certain place. You have to trigger it with certain enemies. It does not work, and you'll see what I mean soon enough. Like it can happen with the fish, but it doesn't happen there. But this game has a ton of glitches. Also, you'll never really be able to see where you're going because look, because the game slows down so much and the screen is cropped so bad that you can barely see. Look how close it is on Sonic. Look how close the life bar is, like close on the screen. Look how far up it is. You'll barely be able to see stuff. Like, let me show you something. Let's go back real quick, all right? See this loop? Now, for the untrained eye, right? You wouldn't be able to barely notice that there was a life box up there. Only way you're gonna notice is running around the loop, and even then, you barely get a glimpse of it. So it might look like any box to you, but yeah, there it is. Now here's the part where I just screwed myself over because guess what? Only good thing about this game, only good thing, right, is that they fixed the spike glitch. You know, so the 1.0 version of Sonic 1, as it's called on the Genesis, they did release like a 2.0 and a 3.0 version later on down the line. So if you have any copy beyond 1992, you have a 2.0 copy. If you have any copy beyond 1993, you have a 3.0 copy. And 2.0 and 3.0, all they really did was essentially fix the spike glitch. So 1.0, which is the most common copy, where if you would fall on a spike with rings, if I can show you real quick, Sonic would automatically die. So he would die again, even if you had rings. But in 2.0, you won't. If you fall on a spike, Sonic will be invincible until his invincibility runs out. So, yeah, there you go. Second off, this spot right here is intensely hard because you can't see really where to land at. So you end up kind of screwing yourself over. Now you might be saying to yourself, Sega Slayer, how did you do it perfectly? I'll tell you exactly how I did it perfectly. Muscle memory. I played Sonic 1 so many times in my life that I've memorized all of Green Hill's stages. Look at this. Also, Sonic doesn't hop nearly high enough in this version. I don't know why he hops like barely, but he just does. You can see the intense slowdown here and stage beat. There you go. Nothing beyond that, but that part really screws you over. That's an example of where the cropping really is bad. But here's the best example right here. I really want you to pay attention here, okay? Right here. Now, keep in mind, I got hit by this yesterday because I actually forgot. A new player or a player who hasn't, remember, this was for Sonic's 15th anniversary. So people who played this either never played Sonic 1 before or haven't played Sonic 1 in years by this point, right? So, right? So get this. If you run, right? Now, so they either don't remember the levels or don't know the layout. I didn't even know yesterday. I forgot, but I know now. Because of the screen being cropped, right? In certain instances, you cannot see enemies that you should be able to see. Watch this. You see that? I can't see to dictate where he is. So I have to kind of hop up, right? And just gently nudge over, and you can't even take the path. But no, it gets worse than that. Oh, by the way, you saw I clearly hit the enemy. It gets worse than that. So don't you worry. It really does get worse than that. Let's get it. Please. Okay. It gets worse than that. Look. Right there. You're never going to know he's there. You'll never be able to see he's there with conventional means. So don't even try. Oh! Well, there's the game over because I could not see what the platform was. So guess what that means? We're skipping, no, we're not going to skip the Marble Zone because I actually want to show you the boss of Green Hill Zone. So I'm going to have to run this all again while speed running. But you can see what I'm talking about here. That should be a clear example of what I was talking about. Whereas you can't really see what you're doing, period. Like in certain places, in certain instances, you will be screwed over because you cannot see where to hop or where enemies are, and it's really annoying and kind of makes the game unplayable, to be honest with you. But there's also a certain glitch I want to show you if I can trigger it. I triggered it on yesterday's video, and if I can't, I mean on my attempt at recording this yesterday, I did trigger it, and if I can't trigger it in this one, I'll add a little clip in of me getting the glitch to work in my recording of this yesterday. So I'll add that part in if I cannot get the glitch to work here. But I'm not going to explain the glitch. I want to save it as for a surprise. But I mean, just look at this crap. The music is horrible. In fact, the music is actually giving me a headache listening to it. So there's that. The music is giving me a headache listening to it. Second off, like I said, the screen is intensely cropped. It's very badly cropped, so you don't always get to see where you're going. The save feature is useless. The save feature is useless for the most part, just like I knew it would be, but I had some hope that it wouldn't be. The save feature is extremely useless. Essentially, the save feature is just there just so Sega could market this and say, hey, we added some better features. And I'm dead, okay. Well, guess what? If you fall down, you gotta run back up. This is just this game is garbage. It's intensely bad, and I don't understand why Sega thought they could get away with this crap. Who made them think, okay, this is perfectly acceptable? And again, I only made it through that part fast because I have, muscle memory. I've played Sonic 1 so fast that I just, so many times that I just can make it through all these stages just by having a few jumps and timed button presses, because I know when and when not to press the A button. Actually, do you use the A button, B button, or C button for Sonic 1? I want to know that for Sonic games on Genesis in general. No, I tend to use the C button to jump, but I've heard people use the A button and B buttons as well. I use the C button. I think the C button is the best button, the most comfortable button, but hey, it's up to you. Now, here we go. I'm back. So now, I have to gently hop and try and predict where the platform is going to be, because if I don't, guess what? You're not making it. Oh! Okay, hold on. I bet we have to save state. Oh, I can rewind. That's cool. Okay. Well, we're gonna try it. Oh, I actually made it. Okay. So here we go. So the glitch that I want to show you is down here. If I can show you real quick, it's down here. And it involves, what does it involve? These guys right here. Now look at this. You see that, right? I clearly hit those guys, right? Yet, no dice. No dice. No dice. Like, look at this. He should have been dead. Now, some of you might be saying, well, Sega Slayer, it's because he's the chameleon guy, and it doesn't work. No, actually, in the Genesis version, you can kill those guys, and I have done it before. You can kill those guys before they land. In this version, you can't for some reason. And I don't know what and the reason I know it's a glitch, the reason I do know it's a glitch is because if you know the piranhas in this stage, right? Oops, I'm dead. Oh, what? I don't remember this being down here. Oh yeah, it is, because you can't see. Look at this. Look at the slowdown. Look at the slowdown because the GBA cannot process the water effects. The GBA can barely process the water effects, so it slows the game down immensely. Like, just look at it. What did I even hit? Whatever I hit was invisible there. Oh, death. No. Please. Okay. Well, there we go. We still got 1 hour ring, so how lucky of us. Now, I want you to notice something here, right? We go to the boss fight, right? We go to the boss fight. Now, I want you to pay attention here, right? Because look at this. The screen is cropped so bad that you can literally cheat the game. Look. Look at this. Look at this. This is just a disgrace. Look what you were able to do. Look. And don't just say, well, Sega Slayer, maybe you can only do that on Green Hill. You can do that for every single boss. Every boss. Now, another person out there is going to be like, well, Sega Slayer, you can do that in Sonic 2. You can do that in Sonic 2 in Aquatic Ruin Zone. because if you hop on the pillars before Eggman brings them up or Robotnik brings them up, you can hop on them and hop on top of his head and infinitely stay there. And yes, that is possible in one zone in Sonic 2. And even then, it's kind of hard to keep it going. Like, you have to be pretty skilled to keep that whole rhythm going. And here, it's just not possible. Now, I'm not doing Marble Zone, okay? I'm not doing it because yesterday I said I wasn't gonna do it, and I didn't do it in the recording. But I tried it, and oh my god. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's just so bad. Like, this makes the original Marble Zone almost look like a good stage. Like, it makes the original Marble Zone look at least playable. This one, on the other hand, oh my god, just the pain and suffering. And you can see they kept Mario's face here. So, good eye, Sega. Let's just get it. Let's just do it. I'm just gonna do it for you guys. I did this yesterday, and you're gonna immediately see some of the effects of the glitches in this game. Look at that. Look. I cannot really see where anything is, so I just kind of have to hop along. Marble Zone is only, look, in this game especially, hold on. In this game especially, Marble Zone is only beat out by Labyrinth Zone, and the reason it's only beat out by Labyrinth Zone for being the worst zone in this game is in this particular port is because Labyrinth Zone, the slowdown combined with the water, and not to mention the end of Act 3 is, oh my god, it's bad. It's bad. It's the worst. So, yeah, Marble Zone is just, look at this. So, I continuously died at these parts yesterday because, well, you move so slow, it's kind of hard to make it through them. So, yeah. But you want to know something that is fast? Watch this. Watch this. You want to know something that is fast? So, of all the slow things in this game, of all the slow down and everything, watch this. Sonic pushes that block at lightning speed. Now, in the original Genesis, it takes forever to push that block. In this game, he pushes it at lightning speed, and you're going to witness some slowdown here. Yeah, it slows down really bad in this part right here. But then you get down here and it's fast again. In fact, it gets extremely fast at certain parts. Look at this crap, man. Look at this crap, man. Marble Zone! Oh my god, man. Look at this. It turns what was already a slow, boring, annoying, bad music stage into an even more slow, boring, annoying, and even worse music. This somehow manages to make the original Marble Zone, like I said, look almost playable, if not playable. Because and you know I would never slay that. Slay that. Slay that, Slayer, Sega Slayer, you get the joke. No, look, you know I would never say that, okay? Marble Zone is my worst enemy. I created a whole meme on my channel based around me hating Marble Zone, okay? Don't you dare. Like, don't take that for granted. I just said Marble Zone on Genesis is actually better than this. Also, by the way, I also want to reiterate something real quick, because this game highlights something I talked about in so many of my previous videos. This game suffers from screen cropping, right? And all handheld games eventually do this, right? Or all handheld ports. A lot of ports do this. But this was one of the reasons I said I prefer to play Master System ports of 8-bit games like Sonic, Chaos, and things like that, and other games that also came out on Master System and Game Gear, because the Game Gear was also really famous for screen cropping these games because they don't have enough screen room to work with, which is why I prefer to play Master System ports of games, of Game Gear games, because the Master System is never going to be cropped. So that's why I say that. But hey, whatever way you do it, the game's still going to be cropped here. Look at the slowdown, man. And watch this. Everything gets even worse right here. Everything gets even worse right here if you just look, right? If coming up, there's a huge glitch you're going to notice. Okay, so here, you see these blocks, right? Well, first off, did you see those blocks pop in? Yeah, there's a lot of pop-in in this game. A lot of pop-in. Like, a lot of very bad pop-in. Pop-in is just so bad in this, it's actually crazy. But no, notice this. Yup, you don't even need to use the second block. And not only that, yesterday when I was on those blocks, I could not jump for whatever reason. There was a glitch where I could not jump for whatever reason. Also, you have to be very careful here because this part is so slow that even just the simplest of mistakes will kill you. No hope at all. The fire will always get you, so don't even try. You're always going to get hit by that fire right there and everywhere else. I'm just going to go ahead and finish that bubble zone, and that's the end of that. I can't take this no more, okay? Don't even attempt Act 2 or 3. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to show you any other stages in this video because I can't take that. But I'll tell you this. Look. I'll make you a deal, okay? If we can reach 300 subscribers by the end of August, I will do a live stream where I don't care how long it takes, I will do a complete live stream in which we beat this whole game on that live stream. I will do it. I will do it. 300 subscribers. I'll do it. I promise you. That being said, though, we're not done with this game yet. So there's your challenge, 300, end of August. There you go. So now that was the original mode. Also, if you look in the options, only thing you can do is turn the music on and off. No big deal. You can restart the game anytime you want, so it just deletes your save date. Anniversary mode. Let's get in. So in anniversary mode, you can choose from Marble Zone or Green Hill. We're just going to go ahead and choose Green Hill because who cares? Okay, so you might be saying to yourself, Sega Slayer, or the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, or Professor Sega Slayer. What is it that the anniversary mode adds to Sonic 1? Is it supersonic? No. Is it better save features? No. Is it multiplayer? No. Is it Knuckles and Tails? No. Although that one would have really been cool. So then, Sega Slayer, if it's none of those things, what is it? Now, if you were paying attention during the first half of this video, you already know what it is, okay? Only thing they added in the anniversary mode, and if I didn't accidentally fall and take the bottom path, I would have been able to show you right now. The only thing they added in the anniversary mode of Sonic 1, Spin Dash. And by the way, guess what? The Spin Dash does not even work properly because look. You hear that? I'm pressing the button multiple times. Here, you can hear. Pressing the buttons multiple times, but you cannot continuously rev up. You can only press it one time to do one spin dash, and that's it. Now, even when they did add the spin dash to other Sonic games, to Sonic 1 in the past, you could rev it up. You can't rev it up here. One spin dash, and that's it for you. It's pointless, okay? I don't know, the spin dash is pointless in Sonic 1 all in general because the level design really was not designed for the spin dash, but I mean it works occasionally. It can help you get through like a couple of bursts of get a real quick burst of speed and learn how to use that. That mechanic is really good. But other than that, yeah, spin dash. That's all you get. You get nothing else. Don't even try. You don't get anything else. Collect the Chaos Emeralds all you want. You don't get any Supersonic. There is no unlockable character, so you can't unlock Tails or Knuckles. At least Tails, man. That's it. No alternate endings, no anything. The anniversary mode just adds the spin dash. And you want $20 for this. Now, we're gonna go ahead and exit this because I'm done with this garbage, okay? I'm done with it. You've seen everything you needed to see. There you go. You only get the spin dash. Now, let me go ahead and let you know in on something. Let me go ahead and let you in on something really quick, okay? That game is absolute garbage, okay? It's trash. The worst game, Sonic game, one of the worst Sonic games ever to be, ever in existence. And the worst thing is, right? $19.95 is pretty expensive for that. But no, that's not my main gripe. My main gripe is they had the audacity to just add the spin dash and call it anniversary mode when Sonic Jam added the spin dash years earlier. Sonic Jam was the first ever game to add the spin dash to Sonic 1, and that game came out in 1997. 97. So, yeah, keep that in mind. This game was outdated by years at this point. And by the way, also, I want to let you know, the exchange... this is just bad, man. This game is exactly terrible. don't ever go out and play this. I've had the liberty of playing this one time physically on a real Game Boy Advance, and the rest of the times I've ever played it, it's via emulation, and I might just finish Green Hill Zone and get off because it's such a headache. The music is bad, the gameplay is awful, and keep in mind, 2 days later, Ultimate Sega Genesis Collection came out on PSP. Go play that instead, it's much better. Go play the real Ultimate Sega Genesis on Xbox 360, PS3, or Wii. Hey, go play Sonic Jam. Sonic Jam, you want the best collection of Sonic games ever made, the best classic Sonic collections ever made, okay? Sonic Jam. Before Sonic Origins is coming out, okay? Before Sonic Origins. When Sonic Origins comes out and I get my hands on it, I'm going to go ahead and put it head to head with Sonic Jam to see which collection is actually the better collection. Discarding Sonic World, because we're not allowed to talk about that because that would give Sonic Jam an unfair advantage, and no one wants to do that unless Origins has something similar like that, but like an artwork station or something like that. Then if that's the case, then yeah, we can go ahead and compare the two of them. But right now, Sonic Jam is the greatest Sonic collection ever made. You can also go look at the Sonic Classics collection on DS. Another collection without CD. How sad. Yeah, that's another good collection, and that came out in 2010. But if we're talking about nowadays, you're looking for a good portable version of Sonic 1 on the go, download it on your phone. It's completely free. The best version you want is out there, right there. That's the best version of Sonic 1 right there on your phone. Period. That being said, thank you for listening to me throughout this hour-long episode of Sega History. If you're new here, if you could subscribe. Well, if you're new here and you've actually learned something new and you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 300 subscribers and you've been helping us out a lot. If you want to teach your friends your Sega history, share this with them, and you can become a Sega History graduate, Sega Academy graduate, Sega Slayer Academy graduate. Is that what you want to become? You can go ahead and become that. Not a Super Slayer. We don't say that on Sega History. Share this video with your friends to become a Sega Slayer Academy graduate. I've been your professor, Sega History, and I hope you learned your Sega History. Have a good one, Slayers.